What up and welcome to Rama Screen YouTube channel, and here's my review of the new documentary series, The Fall of Diddy. Let's rock this. Alright, get your baby oil out. You previously saw my review of the other Diddy documentary on Peacock, The Making of a Bad Boy, which I thought was total crap. It really was. Now, this latest one is by Investigation Discovery and Max streaming service, which granted me the advanced screener. And I gotta tell ya, this one is extremely well made and a much better docu by comparison. Some of the stories overlap with The Making of a Bad Boy, including the City College incident. Some of it does feel like repetition, but trust me, The Fall of Diddy goes one step further and it digs 1 foot deeper. The way that it explores Diddy's cruelty is immense. It leaves no stones unturned. And this docu really gets to the crux of what audiences want and need to hear about what it is exactly that he actually did. Instead of skimming through or meandering needlessly, The Fall of Diddy is comprehensive, well-structured, and goes right for the jugular. The Fall of Diddy pulls back the curtain on music mogul Sean Combs as allegations of long-hidden violence and abuse kept quiet for years finally emerged to shock the world. This chilling chronicle redefines the music mogul and business titan everyone thinks they know. Witness the unraveling of Sean Diddy Combs' darkest secrets by those who were witness to them firsthand. So there was The Making of a Bad Boy, and now there's this. And then don't forget, because 50 Cent, who has openly hated Diddy for years, is also developing his own documentary about Diddy at Netflix. I am definitely looking forward to that as well. And I hope that that one would feature 50 Cent himself as one of the talking heads. He needs to show up on the screen. He can't just be producing the project and that's it. It would be much spicier if he also goes in front of the camera and explains the reason for why he has always hated Diddy with a burning passion. But back to this docu, The Fall of Diddy. It has a total of 4 episodes. Each one runs about 45 minutes long, which does not surprise me considering the fact that they wanted to leave some room for commercial breaks. But anyway, nothing can prepare you for the stuff that you'll see and hear from this docu, because these are not just people who are in close proximity to him at one point or another, but some of them are actual alleged victims of Diddy. One of whom is Talia Graves, and she sits there and explains in disturbing details of what happened to her, and my heart just falls to the floor. If her story is proven to be true, then the word monster is too nice of a description for Diddy, because he deserves so much worse. Listen, this docu, The Fall of Diddy, is made or put together by the same guys who gave us last year's bombshell Quiet on Set. So the style is the same, the format is the same, and they once again focus on providing the talking heads with significant space and time and allowing them to get all graphic in their recounting of the events. Absolutely riveting. The whole time watching it, I was like, I cannot believe that a man this evil actually exists. I think what this docu does best is clear up some of the confusion that the general public might have about this case. For instance, if you ever wondered, is the so-called freak-off only about the orgies in Diddy's parties? Well, this docu goes on to explain what that freak-off entails really. And the impact of what happened to Diddy's ex-girlfriend Cassie can be felt throughout the entire 4 episodes, as if it's the glue that connects all of them together. Speaking of whom, if only Cassie had shown up on this docu, that would have been just as earth-shattering as when Drake Bell shocked the world by appearing on last year's Quiet on Set. Unfortunately, Cassie doesn't want to be involved with the Fall of Diddy documentary, but I tell you right now, if Cassie shows up on the upcoming 50 Cent Netflix docu about Diddy, then that docu would easily win this whole Diddy docu competition. Easily! But Cassie not wanting to take part in all of this is understandable. After what she had gone through, and after Diddy's violence on her is put on display for the world to see through that hotel video surveillance, Cassie values her privacy now more than ever, and we just have to respect that. Anyway, Diddy's other ex-girlfriend, Cat Passion, does, however, take the last part of the final episode, and she is incredibly insightful. in terms of putting the nail in Diddy's coffin, so to speak. And here's the thing that I think is most exceptional about this docu, in that it emphasizes the fact that Diddy basically has betrayed his own people, black people. All of these talking heads used to admire him years ago, but once they see him for what he truly is, that sense of betrayal, that hurt, that knife in the back, is what ultimately drives them to sharing their story. I mean, just like with all things in life, two things can be true, right? Diddy is a monster, that's true, but Diddy is also a hip hop genius who has made a significant impact on the black culture over the years. That's also true. And so this docu methodically explores those nuances, as well as pointing out what it is that turned him into a complete bully. It's the villain arc, as some would call it. And if you ask me, and this is my personal opinion, Diddy and Donald Trump are a lot alike. The only difference is Trump doesn't have a hotel video footage incident. But even then, his cult followers would still find ways to justify that footage. That's the other thing. Diddy doesn't have his own cult followers. When you're losing support left and right, then that is what separates you from the actual Teflon Don, who's now back in the White House again. And let me end on this. All y'all who previously left comments on my Making of a Bad Boy video review talking about hashtag free Diddy and how you think Diddy is a good person, man, shut the fuck up with that nonsense. You're embarrassing yourself, you know that? You out here being the only idiot still riding his dick. What, you think you're gonna get to be rich someday if you lick his boots? Get the hell out of here, man. Stop making excuses for bad people. Period. So yeah, overall I give The Fall of Diddy the rating of 4 out of 5. It's a pretty damn good, a pretty compelling documentary. Some of the revelations will make your skin crawl and can be absolutely jaw-dropping. So as they always say in these situations, viewer discretion advised.